Thanks for joining us here on Morning Rush. I'm Rob Nelson. We do start with breaking news right here, 8 o'clock Eastern. Hurricane Idalia has made landfall just minutes ago in the Big Bend area of Florida. Millions of people in that state now preparing for the storm. It is a strong Cat 3 lashing the state right now. The area is getting hit the hardest, and the inland communities that are also being battered by this powerful system. That and more right now here on Morning Rush.
Please hunker down wherever you are. Don't mess with this storm. Don't do anything that's going to put yourself in jeopardy. And there'll be a lot of help coming on the back end of this storm, and we're ready to go. As soon as it's safe to do so, you're going to see all these different assets deployed.
Take this storm seriously. That is the message from Florida Governor Ron DeSantis this morning and so many other officials in the Sunshine State. Hurricane Idalia making landfall just about 15 minutes ago in that Big Bend area of Florida.
Yeah, that storm now a strong Cat 3, winds expected to hit about 125 miles an hour. Albus to say that can do a whole lot of damage. It's just 5 miles per hour short of a Category 4 storm. It was a Cat 4 about 5 a.m. and then it went back down, but that typically happens as the storm gets closer to land, and of course now we have landfall.
Still very strong. We have team coverage across the state of Florida this morning. Our John Moan is live in Gainesville, which is outside the expected hurricane track, but is already seeing its effects.
But first, meteorologist Scott Withers live for us in Tampa. We have landfall. Scott, and just paint the scene a little bit about where you are in relation to the area that's really going to take the brunt of this.
Yeah, we're in Tampa, so we're just down the Gulf Coast, probably about maybe 50, 75 miles as the bird flies down the Gulf Coast. We're getting the storm surge here. The rain finally has stopped here, but the wind is really bad. Take a look behind me. You can see that is Tampa Bay with the white crust out there slamming into shore. We've got a vehicle here that is submerged. We actually found that this morning, called the police. They came out and got the guy out. He's okay. But look over here downtown. You can see just the white caps moving in. This storm surge is going to continue for hours. It's not going to be over this morning because we got a combination of things. We got the storm, we got the high tide, then we've got the super moon. And what it's doing, the gravity from the moon is actually helping pull the tides further into shore. So from here all the way up the west coast, up into that Big Bend. If you look at Florida on the map, it's got that bend on the inside up there. It's kind of like the armpit of Florida. That's where this came ashore, Taylor County. And as you said, Category 3, 125 miles per hour. When a storm gets close to the coast like that, it does drop down because of the friction. The outer bands start moving over the land. Creates friction, that slows down the winds, and that's why we saw it drop down from a 4 to 3. But the storm surge is going to continue, not just here, but up the coast. We were talking about Cedar Key. They could get 12 feet or more. That's already a low-lying area. There's about 100 residents that did not want to evacuate, even though they were pleading with them. We were hoping that they're okay. But now, in Taylor, where this came ashore, there's nothing built up on the shoreline. That's great news. But inland, not too far inland, small town of Perry taking the brunt of these winds and the rain today. That is, have not seen a hurricane there in recorded history, not one of this level. And then, you guys, this thing just keeps marching inland. North Florida, Gainesville, north all the way through basically Valdosta, Georgia. You are going to be dealing with a hurricane all day long. And the problem is those people didn't prepare. We hadn't been warning them because this track just kept changing and changing. And we didn't expect it to be at 4 when it came ashore. Now you're going to be dealing with hurricane effects all morning long into the afternoon in Valdosta, South Georgia, North Florida, and then all the way over to the coastline. Still going to be a hurricane tonight when it reaches the Savannah, Charleston area. And tomorrow morning, you guys, it is still going to be a tropical storm. This thing is going to pack a punch. There's going to be a lot of devastation and destruction. But that storm surge, this is life-threatening storm surge. People, you can't leave now. You're in it. Try and move as far up as you can in whatever structure you're in and just wait, because unfortunately, no first responders can come out right now to save you. They've got to wait for the storm winds and the rain to die down. Jay?
All right, meteorologist Scott Withers there on the ground in Tampa. Stay safe, Scotty. We'll be checking with you all morning. Thank you.